Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to do a video today on a trip I took recently to northern New Hampshire. Going to start with the plants along the roadsides, anywhere where it's mowed. There's a lot of these hawkeye plants, red and yellow. I don't believe they're native. They may even be two different species, the red and yellow ones. But I do find them attractive nonetheless. And where it's not mowed, those tend to mix into the hillsides with the lupins, which are the bigger flowers that you'll see that are either pink, white, or purplish and blue colors. So those I just thought made a really attractive roadside displays. We also took a visit to a waterfall. This one's called Beaver Brook Falls. There's a number of waterfalls in northern New Hampshire, but this is one of the easiest ones to get to. It's literally right on the side of the road. Connecticut Lake. That's in the very northern part of New Hampshire, the northernmost part of New Hampshire you can be almost, because the hike up there, you have to park at the Canadian border, and the hike you walk is literally a clearing that separates the United States and Canada. And the lake's pretty cool. There's definitely some evidence of wildlife up there. I didn't really see much on this particular day, but there's gray jays and different birds and things that are up there. I'm sure there's moose that are up there, things like that. But there's a lot of cool plants there too. You can see a lot of bunchberries on the way up. There's a lot of pink lady slippers around the lake itself. And also along the edges of the lakes are carnivorous pitcher plants, which are the main thing I went there to see. This area has also generally got quite a lot of fox. I've taken 2 trips to this area, and both times I've seen fox. So here's the best view of fox we got on this trip. This groundhog was actually seen in a town rather than out in the coniferous forest, although they may exist there too. I'm not sure, but the only ones I've seen have been in town. To really use caution when you're driving in this area, because not only are moose potentially on the roads, but deer are extremely common. I was only counting for like a day and a half or something. I think we were up to about 20 deer. So if you're driving around, you do expect to see a lot of deer. Well, the area is really not noted for its reptiles and amphibians. You will see those even incidentally if you're not looking for them. You may run across spring peepers, toads, snapping turtles, garter snakes seem pretty common on some of the dirt roads where the ditches tend to house a lot of amphibians. Expect to find nesting birds in the area like yellow-belly sapsuckers, potentially ospreys. Of course, you'll expect to see a lot of goose around any of the lakes and canals, and rough grouse, pretty common also. I even saw a hen with chicks running across the road in front of my car. I'll throw in some footage of one of the grouse I saw. This one was on a dirt road that I was walking down. You can also expect to see a good number of hares along the dirt roads and sometimes even along highways. The largest animal you can find are moose, particularly likely to be seen early in the morning, towards the end of the day, or even during the night. I think we saw 11 moose during the trip, including, calves. Besides the Connecticut lakes, I would also recommend checking out maybe Rangeley Lake over just across the border in Maine, and Umbagog Lake, which is still in New Hampshire, right there on the New Hampshire-Maine border. There's rivers that run into that. You can canoe and kayak down, and it's just a very scenic area. So I'm going to leave you with a scenic view from Lake Umbagog early in the morning.